Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're just going to do a very quick no equipment mat Pilates workout. So all you'll need is yourself and your mat. And we are going to start by laying down on our backs to get started. So allow yourself to get settled onto your mat. You're just going to let your body melt into the mat. You're going to let your ribs expand with every breath. Your chest is going to widen. The backs of your shoulder blades are going to get nice and heavy. You're going to take a deep inhale through your nose. Ribs expand. Then big exhale through your mouth. Good. You're going to take a deep inhale through your nose. Feeling the ribs and the belly expand. And then big exhale through your mouth. You're going to give me 2 more deep breaths like that. And then exhale. Good. Last one here. And then big exhale from here. Just going to sway your hips side to side, warming up the body just a little bit. We're just going to do a very quick warm up, and then we're just going to get right into it. Again, this is a beginner-friendly, quick Pilates mat workout. If you want to add bands or weights to anything, you may. Knees are going to come back to center. Feet are flat. Pelvis is heavy, chest is wide, hands by your side. We're just going to start by tucking that tailbone, coming into a nice articulating bridge. As you come up here, your hips widen, your tailbone tucks, abdominals are engaged, and then you're going to lower back down. You're going to take a deep inhale to prepare. Exhale, pressing through those feet. All toes and heels are heavy, opening those hips at the top, and then coming back down. Good. Deep inhale, prepare. Exhale, press up. If you want, you can keep your hands down by your sides, or you may reach your arms up towards the ceiling for less support. Your hands can come back down as your pelvis comes down, and then as you lift up, your arms can reach up. Good. And then back down. Feeling the glutes, the hamstrings activate, feeling the thighs stretch, especially if you have tight hip flexors like myself. Good, we're gonna add on here. So the next time you come into your bridge, hands can stay by your side. You press up, you're gonna add a heel lift each side, and then you're gonna come back down. We're gonna get those calves firing. You're gonna press up into your bridge. You're gonna hold, you're gonna lift one heel, then the other heel, and then you're gonna come back down. Take a deep inhale, exhale, prepare, press up, heel lift, coming back down. Good. Feeling this burn all the way up the back of the leg into the glutes, keeping those ribs tucked in. Keep going at a nice pace, warming up those hips, keeping your breath fluid and flowing. Good job. We're here for 4 more. Last 3. Last 2. Good. And last one, you're going to hold. You're going to go for 10 heel lifts, 5 per side. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That was more like 10 per side. You're going to come on down. Bring those knees into your chest. Beautiful. Feet come back down to the mat. Arms reach up to the ceiling. You're going to take a deep inhale through your nose. You're going to pull in through abdominals. Ribs come in. You're going to bring those knees to tabletop. You're going to tap them back down. Good. And tap. If this feels like too much, you come into a single leg toe tap instead. Otherwise, can you do a double leg toe tap without your ribs lifting? Good. We're going to be here for 30 seconds or so. I'm going to try my best to count this for you. Keep your breath flowing. Let's go for 20 more seconds. Keep your pace slow, though don't rush through it. I'd rather you do 10 good reps than rush through like 20 good reps or poor reps. Good. Keep your breath fluid here. Last 10 seconds. For 8, for 6, for 5, for 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs come back up. We're gonna reach one leg out, one arm back, opposite arm, opposite leg. Bring them back to center. Keep your breath fluid. Keep those ribs pressed into the mat. Reach, reach, reach. Lots of energy through fingertips, through toes. Feeling that core on fire. This is known as your dead bug. If reaching a leg is too much, you can tap the toe down instead with a bent leg. If you can reach, give me that reach. You could always add weights to your hands if this is calling to you, if you have them. Good. We're doing 4 more reps total. So 2 more each side. Last one each side. Awesome job. Legs stay on tabletop. Arms stay up. We nod the chin. We come into an ab curl. Arms reach beside us. We come back down. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Come into that curl. And come back down. We're going for 8 more. Remember, quality over quantity. 5 more after this one. Keep the chin tucked so we don't hurt the neck. We go for 4. We go for 3. We go for 2. And then on 1, we nod, we come up into our ab curl, we hold for 10. For 9, we pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, keep those ribs in. Last 3, 2, 1. Hold here. We bring one leg long. We bend the other leg for 10. We come into bicycle. Keep the abs curled, hands behind the head for 8, for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you can lower down, reach those arms and legs long. We are going to be rolling to the side. I'm going to face you to start. We're going to get into those glutes. I'm going to use my arm as a pillow here, hand in front just for support. Getting heavy right on those hips, making sure they're stacked so you're not tipped over. Bottom leg is going to be bent. From here, we are going to bring both knees to a bend. You're going to lift that top leg and lower. We're not going any higher than hip height. Keep that little peep between your bottom rib and the mat if you can, or imagine that that's happening. Good. We're just lifting that leg to about hip height, a little higher. Awesome. Keeping your abdominals engaged here. It's really easy to lose it in this position. Warming up those lateral glutes or glute med. Good. We lift that leg up. We hold, knee touches knee on the floor, and then we rainbow back heel to heel. Don't let that spine rotate. If you have a smaller range of motion, that is fine. Awesome job. Stay with me here. It's gonna burn, but it's gonna burn so good. You'll hate me now, you'll love me later. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Keep the abdominals engaged. Last 3. You know we're not gonna be done yet. Last 2. Last 1, keep the knees together, shoot that leg up and back for 10, for 9, for 8, for 7, breathe for 6, keep those ribs in. Last 5, 4, my glute is shaking, 3, 2, last 1, you pulse up for 10, for 9, for 8, for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that leg down. Give that glute a little punch. You're coming up onto your forearm. We're going to get into a little side bridge work. From here, I'm gonna give you lots of option. Option 1, level 1, again, ribs tucked in. You press through that right shoulder. We come into our bridge, we add an arm arc, and then we come back down. That's your option 1. Option 2, you reach one leg long. Now, if you wanna come into a full side plank, you can do that too. I'm gonna keep it here with one leg long. I'm gonna feel that bottom glute working here as well. Awesome job. Stay supported through that bottom shoulder. Don't let your neck and shoulders sink together. Good. We go for 5. For 4. For 3. For 2. You know, on this last one, we are staying up. We rotate, weave that hand through for 10. For 9, for 8, for 7, last 6, 5, 4, feel those obliques on fire, shoulders on fire, 3, 2, 1, and then you're coming down. Shake out that shoulder, shake out that arm, take a sip of water. We're gonna be coming onto hands and knees next. Start with a cat-cow while you're shaking everything out, while you're grabbing that sip of water. You could also come into a tail wag, side to side. You can do a full body circle, or you can even come into a child's pose. If your wrist is sore from the side plank, you can shake out those wrists as well. And then you're gonna come on up. From here, we are just gonna hover those knees. You're gonna get really stable through those shoulders, looking straight down at the floor. You're gonna pull in through abdominals. You hover those knees. You tap back down. If you need a full rest, you take a full rest. Otherwise, can we hover and tap for 8, for 7, for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you're gonna tap down. Can you send your body into a downward dog? From here, shifting forward into a plank. Can you drop your knees down? Can you give me a push-up? Or not? Can you just give me a downward dog into a plank? If you don't wanna give me that push-up, I'm gonna do a push-up from my knees because I'm working on my push-ups. You can even alternate and do push-ups every other rep. Otherwise, you are coming into that downward dog and that plank. Good, getting somewhere through the arms and shoulders. We don't need weights to work those shoulders. Let's work on those body weight movements. Push-ups are so great for your whole arm. Can you give me 4 to 5 more? Good. Can we go for 3? Can we go for 2? Last one, make it a good one. Everybody do a push-up with me here. Perfect. Coming on up into that downward dog. You can pedal those feet. Good, you're gonna come back down into your plank. Just for 10, you're giving me a mountain climber, opposite knee to opposite elbow for 10. 9, 8, shoulders are burning, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, knees come down. You're coming into a child's pose. And then we've got that other side to do. I'm just gonna face you and go on my other side. I started on my right side last time. I'm laying on my left. We are gonna start with that glute work. We're almost there. Hopefully you're getting sweaty, because I sure am. You don't need a lot of equipment. You don't need a lengthy workout to get that sweat in and to feel those muscles burn. I'm gonna be laying on my left arm now. My knees are bent. My rib is gonna be lifted as much as I can. Thinking about length through that top waist. And once you're there, you can come into that lift and lower of that top leg, using that hand for support as needed. Using this as an opportunity to really set up through abdominals. This is just kind of a warm-up movement here. Using this as a warm-up movement here.
Good, just give me about, let's go for 6. We got our rainbows coming up in 5. Good for 4. 3, try not to lose that core engagement. 2, 1, we hold up, knee to knee, heel to heel. Don't let that spine rotate. Good. We're going for 10, for 9, for 8, for 7. Last 6, it burns. 5, 4, 3, you got this. 2, breathe through it. 1, knees stay together. You point that leg up for 10. Knee comes back together for 9, 8, 7. Check on that bottom rib. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We got pulses. Here we go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That burns so good. We're coming on to forearm. We're coming into those side bridges. For side bridges, you can have both knees stacked the whole time. If you want to make it a little bit harder, you reach that top leg long. We go for 10. We sweep the upper arm. Good. We go for 9. You're always welcome to just come into that full plank. Good. For 8, feeling those obliques. Keep your breath flowing. Good. For 7. For 6. For 5. And then we got those rotations. We're almost there. For 4. For 3. For 2. On this last one, we hold. We rotate for 10. We reach up, look up to the ceiling for 9. For 8. For 7. For 6. For 5. Last 4. 3. 2. And 1. And you're gonna come all the way back down. Shake out that shoulder. From here, you are gonna lay on your stomach, and then we're gonna come into a cool down. Hands are just gonna come underneath your forehead. You're gonna tuck that tailbone, and then you can take your hands to the side. I recommend maybe placing something underneath your forehead so you're not squished into the mat. You're gonna hover that chin, keep it tucked in. Elbows can be bent or they can be long. Tailbone is tucked so your pubic bone gets nice and heavy. Energy through the legs. We're just gonna lift opposite arm leg just to make sure we get those muscles through the back of the body. Again, you could be here or you can be here. Try not to arch through that low back. We're just gonna be here for 20 more seconds or so. It's not about how high you lift. It's not about that range of motion. It's about the quality of the movement. For 10. For 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. Keep looking down. 3, 2, 1. Hands come by your side. You're gonna press up into a cobra. Shift back into a child's pose. Taking your breath with you. Thanking yourself for showing up on your mat today, even if it was just for 15 minutes or so. You're gonna shift your body forward, bring your right leg through into a pigeon, stretching through those glutes. You can come down, you can stay up. You can bring that back leg and grab it with your other hand to get into those hip flexors. This is your time to stretch. We don't stretch enough. I'm guilty of that as well, but take your time when you're on your mat. Just get a quick stretch done. It doesn't have to be crazy. Good, you're gonna switch sides. Again, nothing crazy. We've got glutes and hip flexors involved here. Good, and then you're gonna come on up. We're gonna come into a mermaid. Arms are gonna come out. Rainbow, tip over, reach. Upper arm to the side, length through that side of the body. Good, you're gonna windmill up. We're gonna go to the other side. And we're just gonna go back side to side. Good, and then we'll switch directions of the legs. Perfect, so now other leg goes behind, other leg comes in front, arms come long. We press and reach. And we windmill over. And we windmill over. Good, one more each side. And then back to center. Thank you so much for joining me for that very quick mat workout that got me sweaty. I'm sure you're gonna feel that tomorrow and the next day. I look forward to making you more workouts. Please comment below and tell me what you'd like to see more of. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel because that keeps me going. And be sure to share with your friends. Say goodbye, Toby. Goodbye.